Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today it's time for another round in the United States, so let's play this game, see how we do. Hopefully we get some cities as opposed to some long open roads. Let's have a guess. This should be of help. Looks like we're over a river. And what do we have here? We've got Riverside, city limit, population, not that many. So kind of a small town. Let's probably, the best thing to do is probably to progress up here and see what there is. Also getting a road number for this road would be most helpful. So let's see what we can do on that front. What do we have here? Superior, does that as in Lake Superior? If that's the case, then that really helps. This is also a sign. Ah, yes, look at this. Okay, we've got Farm Road, the state of Texas, and the 890 sign. So that should help. Now this will be a pretty small road by American standards. So I'm not sure we'll totally get there yet, but we know that we're in Riverside, Texas, at least. So that's of help. Okay, 980. Small town though, isn't it? Come on, gotta move on. Right, what do we have here? Let's get this intersection absolutely spot on, shall we? South 19 Texas. Okay, so this should be all we need. Let's get in here and see what we can see. We're looking for the 19 and don't see anything yet, but maybe this road is this number here is too different type of road because it's not got the same shape around it, does it, that the other main roads do. So that's a bit frustrating. How else are we going to figure out where in Texas we are? We've only got a few seconds, goodness. Riverside. Well, that's all we've got actually, isn't it? So I don't know if we're here. You see, we're looking for roads. Oh, this is the 19. Oh, hang on. Okay, I just put a pin down. That was complete luck. 19. Oh, and we were. Oh my goodness, look at this. Okay, that was complete luck. I ran out of time. Happened to be around Houston. Zoomed in and saw the 19. Of course, I didn't see it down here. I saw it. Where were we? And what was confusing me earlier is I was looking at these badges, but these kind of crests here aren't the right. These are more major roads than these roads here with the circle, and the farm to market roads are probably in all of these squares here. So if we'd have found the 19 earlier, we'd have got there. That is not a bad guess, but pure luck. Where were we? So come on, scroll out, go down. Show us where we should have been. Riverside, okay, by the Sam Houston National Forest. And that's where we were. We know that we were started over the bridge, over the river, and this is the small town of Riverside. So fantastic. Next round. 3 minutes, the clock is ticking. These things always make me think North Dakota straight away. Just because, you know, flat, barren, farm country, connected by railways, etc. That's always what I think of. What are these? Is that? No, that's not a sign. We've got CNEX. Do we have a sign here? Over the road. Welcome to Buxton. Okay, that helps. People, Parks, Progress. North Dakota, Buxton. Brilliant. Let's get in there. What did I say? North Dakota. Now Buxton's going to be a small town and I don't know where it is, so let's just have a look for it, shall we? I'm going to start in the corner up here. Okay, let's go one more click in. Looking for Buxton. Palermo, Targus, Cooley, Tooley, Sherwood, Deering, Cabrillo, Barton. Nope. Need to remember to put a pin down, so I'll use that one there. Bisbee, Loma, Langdon. And that's the state border there. Let's just go down one and do the same in this direction. Hope I haven't scrolled over it. Of course, as soon as you scroll over it, you're doomed if you miss it, because then you'll never go back. Buxton. I feel like we're more north than this. Not that I know it well, but just because there's fewer, there's more squiggly roads here, for example. Where are we in the grand scheme of things? There's a lot more room here. Is there any sign of the road that we're on? Buxton. Broadway. Not really helping. What is this? Central Valley Valiance. What would be the Central Valley then in North Dakota? Maybe it's around this river, for example. Baldwin, Reagan. Look, I'm going to put a safety pin down here. It's in the middle of North Dakota because I'm hedging my bet, but we just haven't had the time to find Buxton, have we? So where was it? It was over here. We just didn't. Yeah, we looked up to about Grafton, and then came down and looked this way, but we just didn't see Buxton. So there it is. There is Buxton. Okay, well, so be it. Very good. And we could have, I guess, navigated to the 81, but it's a tough call because you can exit this town here, and if you go to our left now, you end up on the 21 and going for miles, or if you go to our right here, you end up on Highway 81 straight away, and you could have found it from there. So tough one to find. Next round. Wow, another beautiful river. Just fantastic. Let's have a look around here, and yes, there's some interesting signs here, so let's see what we've got. Alice Lloyd College, Hindman Settlement School, and Whitesburg and Hindman. Okay, and then we've got here as well this 160 and the 15, and another sign here. Come on. Carr Creek Lake. Right, Carr Creek Lake. Doesn't help us with the. Hang on, what's that? Red Fox Road. Okay. I don't know where that is. No, not sure. Nothing here to really help. It looks just beautiful. I mean, let's go up here and see what we can find. We've already wasted a minute just looking at those signs. Lots of clues there, but again, you need something to tell you what state you're in. Otherwise, it's kind of tough. Going by the geography, it doesn't feel like anywhere I know. I mean, we've got these great big rocks. We've got this rolling hillside. It doesn't feel like Texas. It doesn't feel like the West Coast. It certainly isn't the Northeast. So what does that leave? It doesn't feel like middle, it's certainly nowhere like Dakota where we just were. So what does that leave us with? I mean, maybe it's kind of Appalachian, like Georgia. Come on, get down there. You know what? I'm going to stick. There was far more of interest around this, wasn't there? So this is better. Oh no, that's the way we started. So we don't want to go that way. Let's go this way and just see if on the other side there is a sign here, for example. So let's see what we can see there, because there's more clues here. Memorial Bridge, Car Creek, Alice Lloyd. I've only got 20 seconds, so I think we might be down in here. Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, putting a safety pin like on these rivers here. Let's go with Tennessee. We rarely get anything in Tennessee, so why don't we say around here, or somewhere more out in the hills, actually over here. That looks good. Oh, and we were closer than I thought. Where were we? What is this state? Kentucky is north of Tennessee. Yes, we're in Kentucky, on the border with Virginia, or West Virginia, whichever one it is. So look at this. I mean, I'd never have found this. Car Creek State Park. Okay, there we go. That was a clue earlier, Car Creek. Well, I had no idea where it was. It was just more of a geography bet based on the kind of rock and vegetation that we saw. So pretty lucky, if I'm honest. Next round. I'm not going to linger on that and pretend like I knew. This feels, well, I don't know. Not sure. A lot of the states is quite similar, so it can feel like, you can say something like it feels like Pennsylvania, and then, it happens to be Oregon, and it's like, whoops, oh well. Let's just remember these street names to start. 2nd Avenue and Irving Street. Okay, not sure. We can't go up either of those, so let's carry on down here. Can we go up there? The reason I say up there is just because presumably the parallel road to us is 1st Avenue, which would be useful. Look, we're reaching a dead end there, so let's just have a look at this property sign and see what it says. Is anything useful there? Cornerstone, no, nothing useful. Okay, back to start. We clearly made the wrong turn. Let's wait, now I've forgotten which way I went. Did I go this way? Yes, we did. Let's go this way. Let's try and make some progress. Come on. We need something serious now to tell us what state we're in. This should help. Okay. This is more of a main road. I've only got a minute to go. Wasted a fair bit of time, if I'm honest, around there. So, come on. At the moment, your guess is as good as mine. I've got nothing. Dogwood Trail. Nope. Keeping an eye on the time. Looking for a state flag or a fire station or a school even, anything really. A lake. What is this now? Are we getting something more interesting here? No. The answer is no. Okay, well, I'm going to take a complete guess. With 7 seconds on the clock, I'm going for Pennsylvania, somewhere in there, Virginia. Okay, very good. Had absolutely no idea. We were in Farmville, Virginia, didn't find any one of these major roads. The 15, certainly not this superhighway here. I couldn't even tell you, if I'm honest, which direction we were going in. We maybe made it to the high street and we're going up here. So, a long way away from home. I couldn't seem to get over the streets here, which is annoying because, you know, we could have maybe found Longwood, for example, but we just didn't. So we got the right region. Okay, look at this. This is interesting. Huge, great big lake or expanse of water with some mountains over it, and that is to the west. Oregon shores. Okay, that helps. That is exactly what I'm saying when I say I want a state sign. Now, we are looking west over an expansive lake or some kind of water, but there are mountains still in the distance, quite clearly, in fact, in the distance. So private marina and park, members only. Okay, so now we need to find Oregon goes where? Up to Portland. We need to find expanses of water in Oregon. So let's just tick them off. There's a few down here. I'm going with this now. We could be here, for example. Shady Pine, Terminal City. I'm looking literally for Oregon shores. Okay, so, you know, let's put a pin down there. Go for the next lake. Pretty big lake, if I'm honest, isn't it? Could we be here? Goose Lake State Park. Doesn't feel right, does it? Are we on Lake Abert? Oregon shores, that's what I'm looking for. So you think shores, you think kind of, I guess it doesn't have to be coastal, does it? It could be lake shore. We're kind of already exhausting big lakes here, so what is there? Is there anything up by Portland? Are we on the river? We're looking dead west across the river if we are, and the river doesn't really go west. It goes, as in, the river, you know, here would be running north-south, but the map really has it going left. So I'm a bit at a loss. Maybe it's here, but then all of a sudden we're no longer in Oregon. So I am a little stumped. And we're not on the coast because we can see over to some mountains. So I'm going to stick, if I'm honest, with my guess that we're down there. Maybe by Mount Scott or whatever, but I think we might be here and looking. I'm going to put myself south of Algoma. And, you know, we might be just looking across that lake. Ooh, we were not far. We were not far. We were at Agency Lake. And there we go. Didn't see Oregon shores, but as far as I'm concerned, we were in the right ballpark there. In fact, we were at a slightly bigger lake, so it looks like such a huge expanse of water, but it really isn't, at least by comparison. View summary. Well, look, I think we did well there. That was probably the best we've done in the US, at least on these maps here online. So fantastic. Silver medal, 20,167 points. I feel like I did much better in the States. I usually struggle there, but that was the sweet spot. So really lucky in Texas, had the right idea in Oregon, had the right idea in North Dakota, pretty lucky in Tennessee and Kentucky, and again the right idea in Pennsylvania, although we were in Virginia. That was the worst guess there. So the right idea only being just looking at the houses and landscape, but we didn't know where we were, so lucky guess. Well, look, I hope you've enjoyed this round as much as I've enjoyed playing it. If you are watching this video and not yet subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe, it really helps. Thank you very much for playing with me today, and I'll see you in the next video.